Wow. Okay. And the two cards that wanted to come out of the deck as I'm putting this down is the three of cups, three of pentacles, excuse me, and the seven of pentacles. Huh, interesting. That's the underlying energy, the three of pentacles. So that's very interesting in itself. All right, guys. So what we're working with here, guys, in our current state of situations is the King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands is very interesting. He's coming up for you guys, like as if you guys are dealing with somebody that's a fire sign potentially, or someone that you feel is very proactive. They're very active in their lifestyle, the way they are. This could even be you, right? They're very charismatic. They're very outgoing. They have this sort of, I don't know, this drawing energy to them that's very attractive. That makes them attractive to other people. They don't have to actually be physically appealing, but they just have something about the way their ego is that's really alluring to them. So it could be something in regards to this individual for your life, you guys, or this could be you guys. The goal here is looking like there's a need or there's a want of some sort of stability or some sort of balance, but most importantly to have things under control. This is your card here, 2 Cancer. So I really feel like right now there is like this feeling of really wanting to, stay on top of things, really want to, make sure things are in control. Feel and see the success that's being put into your love life right now. And I feel like for some of you guys out there, there's passion and everything like that. But there was passion potentially, you just feel very passionate about a situation, but there's not a lot of balance. There's not a lot of things being put under control. Because here right now, there's a break being taken. Okay, the thing that's keeping you from the Chariot is a break. There's some sort of separation or some sort of temporary time out. Because of Temperance, perhaps there is something that needs to be balanced within. For somebody somebody needed to take a step back to really look at what's going on with themselves and see what they needed to, like, really what they need, what they want from themselves, what their morals are. There's just a time of rest. So, and the Temperance card is all about balance, right? It's harmonious in their life. Perhaps there's a need for things to be harmonious, or there was some things harmonious in their life, but it's getting back on the horse. It's a bit of a hiccup for somebody. Because here, in your best path to follow, you have the King of Cups. It's about being open, compassionate, and healing yourself, right? Know how you feel, know what you want, because the King of Cups always knows what he wants. He don't care if there's anyone that looks aside. He knows exactly what his heart wants, what his heart is going after. He offers that cup to people, right? He can. The Knight of Cups is in your feelings, so it's almost like you're saying that, you may want to just love on this person. Perhaps you're not together with this individual, but the King of Cups is very loving, and he's in a very spiritual connection with his partner. So they may not always like be together, but they're definitely to get connected in a spiritual sense. So again, guys, you are very healing signs. You guys are very healing. So it's very nice to see that you have the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups here. Because it says that, to me, it's definitely screaming out that you guys are very strongly in some water energy. But there's also talking about highly emotional, right? You guys are going through some emotional stuff. We just entered Cancer season. So Cancer energy is definitely going to be coming up here for you, especially since you're going to be absorbing that energy, and it's going to be kind of heavy for you anyway, right? You're very heavy in the emotions. So from what it looks like, and it looks like it's just kind of you're submerged in the water, and it's kind of hard, right? Because especially when a lot of things are going on, water signs, you guys are very sensitive to the energy surrounding you guys, so it can affect you in a pretty either positive or very not so positive way. So with what you want being the focus and how you feel at all times is important, I guess, because that way you can feel more balanced and feel a little bit more in control of your situation, as long as there is some sort of balance in yourself, right? Because ultimately, right, if things are kind of going crazy and your heart is saying this thing and that thing because the energies are losing their mind, it makes sense why there was a need to take a break here. Because in your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Pentacles. You guys want to settle down. You guys want to take a break. You guys want to honestly level out here. And it makes sense considering that there's a lot of emotional stuff going on. There's nothing really holding you guys down right now. It's all water and it's all mental, and it's like, it's kind of, you know, crazy. But I do get this feeling with the Ten of Pentacles, like you guys, I mean, for some of you guys, you may want to just like have something to just kind of put your hand on and be like, whew, all right, so this is a stable ground to relax on and lean on, right? You can trust this. It's not going to move anywhere. Because there's a lot of emotional stuff going on, and it could be with your partner that's kind of throwing you for a loop, and it could be for your own, you know, for yourself. But in regards to the situation, your relationship, I feel like the reason why there's a break is needed because there's something going on emotionally with either you or your partner, and it's just kind of like, well, where's the stability? Where is this stable ground? In your outcome, you have the Magician here, and the Magician is definitely showing us how confident you will become in, or confident, or the other person in your relationship can potentially be once being able to understand what's going on with their emotions. It's not just the energies that cause this stuff to happen to us. Usually the energies trigger our own karmic stories to pretty much reflect on what we feel in the moment, based off of what happened in the past. And the Three of Pentacles is about moving forward in the future, right? So in regards to this whole entire reading, there's like ideas and emotions about what we want. You know, our heart is in some sort of headed to some sort of direction. But it's like, where do we take the steed, and where do we put it? Where are we aiming this energy towards? Because somebody knows what they want already. Someone knows what they want. It's just about taking control of it and really wielding it to the best of their ability, manifesting it into the physical. And that's the hard part, right? Because this is water energy. You got a lot of emotions going on. This is a lot of passion, a lot of fire. You really want things to happen. It makes sense with the Chariot, right? Some of you guys may be, you know, this may be you or this may be someone else. Someone else is very, very adamant about getting things done. And, you know, and there could be a need or wanting of control or some sort of victory happening in your love life, but there's this break needed because there's something going on emotionally that needs to be addressed. Somebody's not communicating that. King of Cups. The Knight of Cups would most potentially communicate that, so I don't think it's you. I potentially feel like that's that's the person that you're dealing with, because they're not expressing how they're feeling. Okay, the King of Wands is doing things, but he's not communicating. I don't see any source of communication. And the only person in here that I see that's not communicating is this King here. And this could be a man or a female, a male or female. It doesn't necessarily matter which sex it's, you know, geared towards here. Crazy energy starting out in the very beginning, right? I kept saying different cards and everything like that, guys. I think it just might be the energies, right? You get submerged into it, and you start tripping a little bit. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Leave a comment down below if that's what you guys have been feeling. I'm going to pull you guys a Wisdom of the Oracle and a Romance Angels card for this week. And crazy. And guys, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it pretty hard too, because it is in your sign this week. There's some things going to be going retrograde in your sign. Well, not in your sign, but during your season. So I know you guys. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. You know, you guys have the fates coming up, so that's talking about destiny. Definitely talking about destiny. Things happening with divine intention. There's always, when we see the Fates card come up, it's always a reminder that things happen to us for a reason, to help us reach higher, make greater heights in our life, to reach for the stars, to become the highest potential that we can potentially be. So with relationships, it's almost like it's fated that you guys meet in a situation like this. It's almost fated. And it's not saying that you have no free will and when and where you push your destiny, because that's completely untrue. I feel like there's certain tests or situations that the universe may throw at us to prove to ourselves if we're ready. The Magician here. And I feel like this is one of those situations where in the outcome, you will feel more confident in your ability to manifest, because this soulmate relationship, or this relationship in general, if it's not a soulmate, is here to show you how actually powerful you actually are, Cancer. You're healing energy. So if you can heal yourself and be able to control the steeds, you know, I really feel like you'll be able to find what you're looking for, not just emotionally, but in, you know, externally as well, because you've been channeling that energy. Now, let me go ahead and see what else is going on with your romantic. Oh, see, soulmate. Okay, so I was right. Soulmate, it is a soulmate energy. I was right about the first time, okay? See, it's a clear example of why you should never doubt yourself, Cancer. Especially, I'm an air sign. And if you're a water sign, don't even hesitate to don't hesitate when it comes to leaning on your first word. There's something about it, right? But the situation is definitely talking about a soulmate. Soulmates. So this situation is fated. It's a fated soulmate relationship to show you your confidence potentially, or to set you up for some sort of situation so that there's control in the direction you want with your relationship. Planning for the future, right? Crazy, absolutely crazy. But it's also very exciting. There's something new that can happen. There's something amazing that can take place with that Ten of Cups. If that's what you want, that's what you're hoping for. There's a lot of dream cards that are coming up, right? A lot of cards that can indicate magic can happen. King of Wands, Magician, And then you have the free will. You have the power. You have the willpower right there with you to take control of it. It's about just making it happen, because there's nothing happening right now. Okay. All right, Cancer. So this has been your reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it's pretty darn direct, but you know what? I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty excited for you guys. It's all about maintaining balance within and knowing what it is that you want and going for it. The energies are going to get weird, of course, right? It's water season. It's Cancer season, and you guys, honestly, it's a really heavy time, whether it's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces season for you guys. You guys are water signs, so you feel those energies really intense. It's about mastering the energies that are around you, right? Mastering the energies that are around you, and it's going to make you stronger, okay? And I feel like you're going to see your strength through this, and I feel like you're going to see the strength of your relationship through this time, okay?